Hi, welcome to Job Opportunity, and today we have Mr. Gerard Jordan, who is a firefighter and paramedic in Hollywood. Mr. Jordan, how are you doing today?
I'm doing very, very well. Thank you for having me.
Today we are asking him a few questions about his job as a firefighter. To start off, can you briefly explain your profession as a firefighter and a paramedic?
Sure. Um, the profession of being a firefighter paramedic for the Los Angeles City Fire Department is very challenging. Our duties and responsibilities are pretty simple: save lives and property.
Wow, that's really cool. Did you always want to be a firefighter growing up, or was it something that just happened?
Now, originally the game plan was to play center field for the Dodgers. That just wasn't in me. So, hey, I chose the next best profession, which is being a firefighter.
That's great. How did you actually become stationed in Hollywood?
Knew a captain who actually gave me a call and told me that there was going to be an opening soon. And the way our system works, you just go ahead and fill out certain paperwork and you actually put in for that spot. And if you have enough seniority and all the right certifications, then you're granted the position.
So I heard from your wife that you worked on the Lady Gaga case where her dogs got kidnapped. Do you want to explain that story to me a little bit?
Yes, the station is actually located about a block away from the location of that incident, and we responded to as actually came out as a shooting. We had one individual who did receive injuries as a result of a gunshot wound, and we were able to provide life-saving, advanced life care support to this individual and transported him to the hospital.
I know that's not a normal, ordinary day for you, but is there anything what's your routine as a firefighter?
Well, the first thing you have to get down is that there is the routine of expecting the unexpected, and you never know what your day is going to entail. But the basic routine is when you arrive in the morning, you do what's called shift relief, and you do a face-to-face with the individual that you're relieving. Basically, it's going to be a body replacing another body, or a person for another person. You're going to take their personal protective gear off the rig. It could be the engine, could be the truck, could be the rescue ambulance for that day. And then you put yours on, and then you do your daily checks of the equipment to make sure that it is properly functioning.
And what do you think the toughest part about your day is?
Probably the unexpected. You go into work knowing that you're going to run calls. You just don't know when the calls are coming or what the degree of severity is, where they're mild, moderate, or even severe. They could be basic life support. They could be traumas where we have to do advanced life care support interventions as well. So I would say it's the unknown that is the most challenging.
And what is something that you love about your job?
The very thing that I mentioned that was the most challenging, that the fact that every day is different, the fact that every day you go in, you just don't know what to expect. And the good thing is most of the time you're outdoors in the community, helping the community, especially the community where I grew up maybe about 15, 20 minutes away from where I grew up.
And as a community, how do you think your work environment looks like, and with your coworkers and with people that you work with as well?
Mm-hmm. Well, the department tries to have the members of the department reflect the community and the diversity of the community as well. And from all aspects of ethnicities, that are in the community. We try to reflect that in the department as well, especially genders as well. So you could almost say that the fire department is a microcosm of society in that way.
Interesting. How long did it really take for you to grow your career, and how much did you struggle and stress in the beginning of your career?
Well, I'll tell you what, there's a mentor that I had early on that told me you need to be comfortable being uncomfortable, which is very interesting advice. But I think the biggest thing is to understand that there's going to be several different challenges, specifically three, especially when you get into the training side. First is the physical challenge. You have to be physically fit. You have to incorporate strength, endurance, and stamina into your workouts. Number two is the psychological challenge, where the training will put you in certain situations you've never been in before, and there are times where you just have to figure it out, literally, like on the fly. Similar to an athlete, whether it's baseball, basketball, or football, you have to make quick decisions based on the play that's developing in front of you. And I think number three is the academic challenge, where you will be tested every single day. There is an avalanche of information that's given to you, and you're expected to know this information basically at a drop of a hat. And the amount of information it's almost overload. But like anything, if you take manageable bites and you follow a systematic, methodical approach, you can find success for sure.
What would be your biggest piece of advice for those people who are out there that are in that process of learning to be a firefighter?
Number one, you got to be all in. You can't do anything halfway. This is a profession that you have to understand you're putting yourself behind everyone else, and you are going to be putting yourself in a situation where somebody is having their very, very worst day, and you need to be there to provide the help and care that they need to mitigate whatever problem or emergency that they have.
Well, thank you for your time today, Mr. Jordan. Do you have any last words for the high schoolers out there that need an idea on what career to pursue?
Yes, the fire department or the fire service is a fantastic career. The one thing, if you're looking into becoming a firefighter, you have to be prepared. You have to be prepared to take on the rigors of the job. Every day is different, but more importantly, set yourself up for success.